Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Just Jordan Things, where today we are hacking my interior design in my living room. Now don't get me wrong, I love the way my living room looks. I love all the decor that I picked, but there's just something about it that isn't quite there and I can't figure it out. So what I've been doing is I've been looking at all of these interior design pictures to see what I'm missing. What are the elements that change the look of this to be the look of this? If you've ever struggled with decorating your own home and interior design, I think this video will be helpful for you as well as we hack my decor and try to reorganize things with just what I own. Because honestly, I am a thrift girly, which means I have a stockpile of decor items just sitting out in my garage that I could use to revamp this space. Today, we're going to be looking at my living room, specifically this shelf right here, which is supposed to be a bookshelf, but doesn't really have that many books on it. And then we're also going to be looking at this wall, which has bugged me ever since we put the pictures up, because that one shouldn't be up there and it's just not balanced and there's just something off about it. It's supposed to be like a gallery wall. It's not a gallery wall. And if you really look close at the wallpaper, it's like gaps in it and just doesn't, today we're going to fix it. And then of course you have a coffee table that, I mean, it's not bad, but like there's clutter and I just want it to look nicer. And I think one of the biggest things that I'm missing is the height of objects. I have a lot of like low sitting objects and not a lot of like variations with textures and heights. So that's the first thing that we're going to take a look at. Now with any good cleaning and organizing video, the first step is always to remove the objects, which is what we're going to do. We're going to start from a clean slate. I'm going to leave the plants because I'm just not moving them today. And clutter on the shelf like this are all going to get moved off. Don't worry, we'll reorganize them all later. I do also think that a lot of these things just have a better place in the living room and don't need to be shoved on a shelf. Oh my gosh. This definitely doesn't need to be up there in my living room. We've got most everything off now besides the plants, which I think I'm going to reorganize where the plants are too once we start putting stuff back on here. But this is a good place to start with the foundation of where we want to put things. I have things stored down here like my vacuum cleaner and a lint roller that I feel like could go other places and make it look a lot less cluttered in here. I also think that these vases would do well on my gallery wall with some plants in them. So we're gonna move these. I like having the easy access to my vacuum cleaner, so I think I might leave this one on the bottom, but we'll see. Definitely those things gotta go. I think this thing needs to go too, which finding another place for this mop is not gonna be easy because I don't have a lot of space for things like this. One thing I did notice when I was looking at all of these pictures of interior design is things had enough space between them and objects had room to breathe. So I think moving this shelf a little bit this way to give space in this corner and the plant that's over here is going to help a lot with this feeling of it all being cluttered. It's not that bad. It's not heavy. Now, me personally, my decor style is always having everything touch. As you can clearly see here, everything is just kind of lined up and touching each other. To get the look I'm going for though, we're gonna need to give things more space, which means probably getting rid of some things. I should wipe this down. Be right back. With the goal of keeping things spaced out more in mind, I think I'm going to limit one plant per shelf, which I think is kind of what I had before, except for this one. So let's move this guy down here. And because I have kind of this weird off balance shelf, I want the plants to kind of be off balance as well. So not just like on the edge, like I want this one in the middle more, and then I can stack things kind of around it and create more of like a focal piece for it. This is more of a practical thing. Does it need to be on here? Probably not. Okay, I think we're ready to start introducing more of the decor back into this. Okay, I really like this thing and it's tall. So maybe this can go, no, that's too tall. Okay, so this one is tall, so it needs shorter things around it, I think. I don't know. Maybe this doesn't go here anymore. Okay, we'll come back to you. And you can go here. I like that. That's good. I had to let it marinate for a second to see if I liked it. This little watering can here, it's kind of a decor item because if I don't see it, I forget to water my plants. So it has to go out, but I feel like it can kind of go in the background and be like plant ambiance that it's creating. And maybe we'll move this to this side to balance things. I don't know. I feel like I'm confusing myself more as I go. Ooh, wait, no, we're back on it. We're back on it. So This is my functional spray things. We got the sprayer, we got the candle here, and then we got the pot and then the plant in the middle. I feel like that's it. That's all that goes on that shelf now. We're done. No more touching it. Now, it's a bookshelf, but we really didn't have that many books on it, so I want to incorporate more books into the bookshelf. And this book of houseplants, that's a vintage book, I feel like is a perfect addition. But I want more that kind of fit with the theme and color scope, so let's go look for books in my office and see what we can pull down here. I have a lot of books, but I feel like what's going to fit down there best is things like this that are more coffee table style books. Wait, this one. This is another vintage plant book that I feel like would work really well down there. I have too many books. The knitting books I have here, these work better in my craft room, I think. These are more like functional. Maybe one of them will work well down there. We'll try it. And this is my list of books that I need to read, which I couldn't, no. I do have a couple overflow books of like stylistic books, like Sherlock Holmes book that might fit. And then these two I think might look really good down there. Ooh, careful. And then of course you can never go wrong with a fake book box. We've got our books. Let's figure out where they're gonna go on these shelves. I think I want to prioritize things like this because I can put stuff in it that needs to be out here but we don't want visible. And then we'll do some standing up and some laying down. And then of course themes. We've got our houseplant books down here. I feel like I kind of need bookends. Oh, I have bookends. Look at these. I feel like these perfectly go with this kind of worldly traveler, vintagey vibe we're going for here. All right, I feel like we're getting somewhere. Do we want the plant to be the bookend? No. I could put something on top of here. I feel like that would look nice. I had this little black and white print pot over it before. I don't know if this still goes with the vibe. And then I definitely still want to find a plate. Where did the Halloween thing go? This is my Nightmare Before Christmas countdown to Halloween and then Christmas. And I definitely want to incorporate this still, but I want it to be less of a focal point. I might put it up here now. Wait, this thing takes batteries? Wait, this thing lights up? What do you do? The batteries are dead. Oh, how did I not know this? I've had this for 3 years. We'll figure out where to put you. Now, I'm not sure what to put up on the top, but I feel like it needs something. I just don't have that something. Maybe it's another plant growing down this way? Maybe it's more books stacked. Ooh, maybe I could put my actual knitting supplies up here that are in this basket. Okay. I think I got it. I think I like that. This is way better than what it looked like before. I want these vines to be growing like this way. So let's start that process. You grow faster, please. Thank you. Cool. I like that this one is going down, but I think it might look better going across to give it that kind of like depth. Let's leave you where you are. I like you going down. You got this long vine thing going. Oh, sorry, I messed you up. You were doing a good thing. Now, as we move on to the next area of our journey, this side table needs some help desperately. It's got too much clutter on it. It's just all functional items. It's just a graveyard for things that we don't have a place for. So let's take everything off and fix it. We're gonna have to find another place for this pet vacuum because although I use it often, it doesn't go right here. We need a different place for all of the mops, all of the vacuums. I wish there was an easy place to put all of them, but there isn't. That's gonna be a big project, reorganizing, finding a place to put all of this. Okay, we've got a massager here. We've got another massager here. We've got a case of something. This can stay here. We use this often. This, however, does not need to stay here, nor does my iPad case or my computer. But these two can stay here. They look nice here. And the sticker needs to come off of this thing. Tissues are always a good thing to have on here. I feel like this is all that needs to be here on here, but do we need to space this out a little bit? Pull it away from the sofa, maybe? What's plugged in there? All right, that looks better. Cool. Now we just have a pile of stuff we need to take care of. Okay, wait, do you remember when I bought this recently in a shopping trip? I feel like this matches the vibe of what I can put on top of that thing. And it just gives that kind of tall height element that I was talking about. I'm not in love with it, but I feel like it matches what I'm trying to go for there. I feel like we'd either have to go with this or with this. And with this, I would need like a cluster of things. So a couple smaller things to sit in front of it to make it work. You know what I'm saying? This is more functional to have in here because this is where I do my knitting, but it could also go down there potentially. Oh, wait, immediately I like that more. Okay, I just need like something to sit right here that's like a little bit shorter. We'll stew on something that can go right here to tie all of that in together, but I feel like that's better than what we started with. Can we reintroduce the dried flower element? I don't know. See, now I'm also thinking of when I go to hide Halloween items from Grant in our next Halloween series. I'm gonna need more places to hide things. This is gonna be so much more obvious when I put things here. This is how my brain works. We've already been at this for a minute. I need a snack break. Okay. I need your help with something. I need your input, actually. We're doing this wall.
What's wrong with that wall?
Honey, we're fixing the wall.
What does that mean?
It means we're gonna take things down and add different things up, but I need your input of what we're adding up and where. These two things where they're at, and then add this hanging-majigger somewhere. And then we have this hanging-majigger too, if we wanna balance it somehow. Right, make like a gallery wall. And then we have these things, little shelves. I'm thinking of like hanging one of the droopy plants so it like comes down so that we have more like things like vertical and downwards and like other stacking these somehow in between like the paintings.
Okay, I gotta think about the utility of it.
How do you feel about these? Do you like them? What about just the green one?
If it's in like the corner here.
The corner, you can't shove things in the corner. That's a whole thing. We're like giving things their appropriate amount of space in the decor. Okay, well what if we did this like here?
Yeah.
Can you hold that one there and then help me visualize how it's going to be balanced? Okay, this one was up and that one was down, like more down.
I think it's about the same, to be honest.
No, that one was on the ceiling. It's way different. Now I'm lost. I don't know what to do with it.
I don't know, it feels like so you just want to add more stuff to this wall? Is that the...
I was kind of, yeah, like maybe
okay.
Without actually moving too many things. What if we just have one other, like I just move this like over a tad so it balances? I know, no, it's here.
Yeah, wow, ooh, crazy.
I need your help.
I don't know what you're looking for. I think we're making changes to this wall. We'll make like a big change. Again, like we'll staple in wood pieces, do wainscoting, or do like a diagonal or frames or something on here. Otherwise,
okay.
I don't know.
Just take this one down for right now and put it somewhere else. Oh, what about in that corner?
Sure. Yeah.
You don't seem very supportive right now.
It's great. I don't know. It's just a picture in a corner. That's what's bugging you, is that was higher than you wanted it to be.
Yes!
That's the only thing.
Yes, it was on the ceiling.
Nothing's changed.
That was sideways.
Alright, we'll go have this discussion.
Thanks for your assistance.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wait, don't go. Tell me how you feel about this over here.
Good.
You like this here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's got some nice natural light.
Do you like the changes to this?
Didn't notice them, but yeah. What, you just like organized it more?
It's completely different.
How so?
All of the
You
stuff
moved
that was
the
on
light
there.
from that shelf to that shelf?
Get out. Leave everything on there. 80% of it is different.
Oh, okay. Feels like it's plants and books. It's like what we've had on there, no? Alright.
I love you so much. Why did we ask him? Why did we ask for advice? All right, we have this lovely bar cart here, but again, same theme, it's overcrowded. So we're going to move this, give that snake plant some room to breathe here in this space. And then we're going to take some of the things off of this that are kind of making this way too cluttered. First things first, we're getting rid of this like dual layer of things. All these bottles that don't have a space on the rack, we're moving them somewhere else. That already looks 10 times better. Right, Daisy? This cigar box can stay with these other things just because they go together. And I think I want to put the books on top so that we can actually access them. I feel like this doesn't need to be in here. It can go in the garage. Sorry. Which leaves room for one more bottle. Hi, thank you. Hello. Hi. Oh my goodness. Hello. Are you happy with all the decor changes? Are you excited to see what's happening in here? You're kind of in my way though. This is Halloween decor that didn't get put away. So we can put it over here in our box to sort later. And then looking at the top of this thing, half of these things don't belong here. This teacup does not belong here. All right, I feel like this looks much better and now we have to find space for all of that nonsense. But taking out all of the little bottles of like miniatures that we had up here definitely frees up the space. And I like having this, oh gosh, ignore this. I'll clean that. Dozer sits right there and all of his hair just falls down into this. So it needs to be cleaned. That actually is a good point. We have to wash all of this stuff before we use it. Maybe it's time to move where the bar cart location is so Dozer isn't sitting there dropping hair on it all the time. Not today, not today. This does get very dusty, and two, we're looking to actually deprioritize alcohol as just a central point in our lives, and having a bar cart really doesn't help with that. So I feel like it's time to remove the bar cart from our main living area and fill this space with something else, maybe a game area. I don't know. We haven't figured out where to put this yet or what to do with it, but there are talks about moving that upstairs, but that's a whole other project. But as far as aesthetically, for this purposes, this looks a lot better. And I just have to find a space for that nonsense. And this is the final look of the new living room setup. So much more spacious, things have room, we've got levels, and things are just way more neat and organized besides that entire box that now I have to go through. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And if you enjoyed this, I will do more rooms because Lord knows I have more spaces in my house that need to be decluttered and reorganized like that. So next up, probably the bedroom. So if you want to see me redo my bedroom like I did my living room, leave me a comment and I will do it. Talk to you later.